Thank you, Madam Chairman. I want to start to say congratulations to Chairman Miller on this important day and thank him for his strong leadership over the many years that this has been an issue for him. I also want to thank Chairman Miller and the committee staff for working with me on this important legislation. When we started working on this issue in the committee, I became outraged over the testimony that I heard. You see, children are dying. I cannot forget the testimony of Bob Bacon, father of Aaron Bacon. Bob and his wife Sally were seeking the best alternative for their son Aaron, who was struggling. They talked with therapists, counselors, pastors, doctors, and were referred to friends to a particular program. They read, and I quote, in their very compelling brochure, spoke with the office on the phone and met with the owners for a personal interview, and they chose this particular program for their son. They felt that the owners were caring, people who had experience in counseling kids who were struggling with drugs and peer pressure. He continued on his testimony to our committee. Of course, being normal, trusting, and honest people ourselves, we assumed we were being told the truth. They were not. I will never forget the pain in his father's eyes when he told us that he regretted being talked into using the program's escort service, and here is why. At 5 a.m., Bob's son Aaron was taken from his bed under the threat of physical force if he resisted. Aaron was not permitted to speak to Bob or Sally, his mother and father. His parents managed to hug him and tell him that it was for the best. The van backed out of the driveway, and Bob told us the pleading eyes of his son, which begged them not to send him away, haunt them today. They never spoke again. Aaron died in the wilderness, with the program staff claiming he was faking the entire time Aaron begged to be seen by a doctor. The criminal investigation illuminated 21 days of physical and psychological abuse and neglect that Aaron experienced. There is no excuse for this. This and many other stories are the cause of my outrage, and we should all be outraged. There were many stories and testimony from parents that came to our committee to talk to us. But here's the bottom line. There are some good residential areas out there that are for the treatment of our young people that have problems. But on the majority, I have to say, they go from state to state to state. When they're closed down in one state, they open up in another state, and they use their same abusive practices. This is America. These are our most vulnerable children. And yes, as far as I'm concerned, it is a federal duty to protect these children, because these camps do go from state to state. And we should at least be able to give the parents the tools that they need to make sure that their children are getting the treatment and the care that they were promised. I hope that this bill passes. I hope that those in Congress understand, because we never know if that's going to happen to one of our children in our family or our grandchildren. And we want to make sure that we have the information that is out there to make sure that our children get the treatment that they need. Chairman Miller, I thank you for bringing this forward. I hope this goes forward. I hope we can protect the children of this country. I hope that we can set standards for the camps around this country that unfortunately do not do what they say to help the children. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman's time has expired.